What's up, everybody? Welcome to Apex Bonsai. I am Dylan, and today we are going to be planting this bonsai into a smart pot. It's my first time trying this, and it's not something that I've really seen a lot of people cover on YouTube before, so I wanted to try it out and see how it goes. This is a Boulevard Cypress that I picked up from a nursery. You can see it's definitely had better days. A lot of brown going on here. And really, the only thing I want to do with this right now is get it healthy and develop it, thicken it up. And what makes me want to try a smart plot is I've been doing this with a lot of my trees, trying to get them thickened up, develop them. And when doing that, I've been putting them into bigger pots and using organic soil. And I've had a lot of trouble with waterlogging. So the idea with this is that I'll be able to put it into a bigger pot. You know, this is a 3-gallon smart pot. I'll be able to put it into a bigger pot. I'll be able to water it, and because it's a fabric pot and the nature of it, it'll let a lot of air in still. I won't have to worry as much about the waterlogging, and we'll see if it helps develop this tree and make it grow a little bit faster than in a normal pot like this. So this will be episode 1. We'll check in every couple of months, so we'll have those future episodes linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. So this is episode 1. We'll probably check in again in a month, and then maybe a couple months down the road. So you'll see the development of this and how it turns out. Hopefully it's a good idea. Now, a couple of downsides I can think of here already. With this tree in a smart pot, we're not going to be able to wire it. We're going to be doing a formal upright with this bonsai, so I don't need to wire the trunk. You can still wire individual smaller branches and stuff like that, but I'm not worried about that right now. So that's why I think this is a good candidate. It's a cheap little tree to try this out with, and if it doesn't work, oh well, but if it does, maybe I'll do it in the future, and we'll see how it goes here. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and get this Boulevard Cypress potted up into this smart pot. I've already got a good bit of dirt in here. I'm basically going to be just kind of slip potting it. I don't plan on messing with the roots or anything. I want to put as little stress on this tree as possible because, again, there's a lot of brown here. It doesn't look like it was taken care of very well. So number one thing is I want to keep it alive while I'm doing this. And again, we're just going to be using potting soil, just normal old 100% organic potting soil here. And the nice thing about that for me when I'm developing the trees, number one, it's cheap. So that's why I like using it. I mean, if I had my way, I would just use 100% bonsai soil in all of my trees, but it's expensive. So just being able to use potting soil when developing these cheaper trees is a nice option. And also I don't have to water it as much. But I want to make sure that I'm not going to overwater either. So again, that's why we're using this. So let's get into it here. We've got a good bit of soil here. I'm just going to kind of etch out a little spot for it to slip into. All right, so now let's get this out of here. It looks like, to me, like it's pretty root bound in here. So we'll see how well it comes out and what it looks like. All right, yeah, you can see, look at that. Roots are wrapping around. So yeah, this bonsai definitely wants a bigger pot. I think it's time for a bigger pot. I think this will be a nice home for it to stretch its legs a little bit and get a little bit more comfortable in here. So I may have put too much soil in here because it is, all right, yeah, we're getting it down there. So, all right, just trying to get it down in there. All right, that's getting to about the level that we need. So now we'll just fill in this soil around it. I want to use all the space available in this smart pot. So that's about as high as I would want it. All right. Let's just fill in some potting soil around it now. Let's see where that puts us. Another downside I'm thinking about while I'm doing this is that this is going to be very susceptible to wind. So if you're putting your trees somewhere where they're out in the wind and wind is a big concern, then this might not be a great option. I'll have to be careful with this. You know, keep in mind the tree's not wired in. So that's something I'll have to be really careful about. Yeah, that's getting firmed up. All right, that's looking better. Now that I've packed the soil down a little bit, it's getting more firm. So let's get a little bit more in. Definitely want to pack the soil in as tight as I can around where I'm kind of slip potting it, because every time I do that, I can just feel it get more and more snug. So yeah, we're really packing it down. All right, here we go. Here's some more. All right, now we're about there. Maybe just a little bit more soil in the front here. I think we'll be about right. Yeah, we're definitely taking up as much of all the space in that smart pot is being used. Making a little bit of a mess. It's all right. All right, so we've got the tree moved over. I've got the pot filled up about as much as I want. I'm gonna pick a good spot for this that's not exposed to that much wind. Get it good and watered, start removing some of these brown branches that are dead off. We'll check in about a month and see how it's doing. And make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss that video. Again, once those videos are live, I'll have them linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen so you can check them out there. And yeah, I'm really hoping this works. I'm hoping that I found a way that I can use these smart pots with potting soil to develop them, maybe get them to grow a little bit faster than in a traditional pot, and not have to worry so much about overwatering, get something that really drains well. I know these smart pots work really, really well for my tomatoes, so I'm excited to try them on a bonsai. I know there's a big difference between bonsai and tomatoes, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll see you in about a month.